Yo, check this out. Sit down. The lesson begins now.
We are live on the mic.
The crowd favorite, DJ Duss, is in the building.
Oh, what's up, man? We're live on the mic podcast. I'm DJ Duss. The guy next to me is James. James Easy, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on? Always a pleasure to be here with my brother from another mother.
Absolutely, brother, man. How are things, man? It's been a while since you've been on the podcast.
Yeah, man. I miss it. I'm glad to be back here on this podcast. I'm loving the old school shooting the shit style.
Absolutely.
I'm digging it. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, no, I love the shooting the shit style. Everyone that knows that's been following us for a while notice that we couldn't use the word shooting the shit, but we're still live on the goddamn mic, aren't we? So no big deal. Let's do the same thing. James, I try not to jump in too much in media stuff, but there was one thing that popped up a few times. It's been a couple weeks, and I meant that because being a host of a podcast, I get asked, what's your feelings on this? Like, I'm supposed to now express my feelings about a lot of things, but this one was a little bit different. I'm going to show you a quick picture. This kid, young kid, great seats at the game, wears the face paint, has the, the Native American fucking, headgear and Kansas City Chiefs, probably best day of his life. He's out there and you don't get those tickets every day, right?
Yep.
And there's this group, and the group's called Sports Blog Deadspin, and they cover sports. They're really hard. They say they don't beat around the bush, but these guys said that this kid was mocking the Native Indians by being with kind of like the blackface. Isn't that disgusting? Of all the things you can talk about, you're gonna pick on this kid.
The innocence of a child having fun, That kid's there, like you said, man, having the time of his life.
And trying to turn him into a fucking bad guy.
That's brutal, man. That's brutal. I bet you I can characterize the people from this. What was the name of this?
Deadspin blog. They're a blog. Deadspin, and they come up and it's all like, and there was a headline. I should have screenshot it because it's gone. I checked it before we came on. It said something like something about like, we don't beat around the bush. We're that, sports cast blogger that, no, you're a loser.
Sportscast snowflakes.
You're a loser.
That's what they are.
You picked on this kid, you're a loser.
That's brutal, man.
You know what the best part was? Supposedly the kid has some Native American and indigenous.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. That makes it that. But James, you and I, if we were big Kansas City Chiefs fans, we're dressed like this. Do you think we were aiming towards the Native Americans to be like, we're gonna be jackasses?
No, of course not. Especially not a kid. The innocence of kids wanting to have fun. That kid was probably so excited wanting to go into that game. Got those wicked seats, like you were saying. Got the whole get up and knew he was gonna get noticed and was happy that he was gonna be representing his team. And these people picked on that, the innocence of that, coming from a kid. That's crazy, man. And then he was native on top of it.
There's Carlos Diaz, man. The worst part was when they said that they only showed the blackface side and they don't show the other side of the. No way. Did they really do that, Carlos? Wow, Diaz.
No.
I have a blackface story. Okay. And, James looking at me like, what the fuck's he gonna say? No, it was, and okay, so I'm in drama class. Me and James actually went to the same high school. We're in drama class, so we have one of the French drama teachers. We drove her insane. If she's watching, I apologize. We weren't that bad. so she was on, and James ended up doing this show with us later on in life. Later on that year, we did the Monstars in my. Which was Method Man, LL Cool J, and all those guys. And she goes, you're going to lip sing and do a performance. And we're like, they're on 5 hot rappers and 5 of us in the group. Like, we're going to lip sing these guys in art class. And she goes, why don't you paint yourselves black?
Oh, shit. You know what, though? If you told me that back then, I probably wouldn't have the same reaction as I had right
Well,
now.
the thing is, the way I looked at it is like, I got to put it on and take it off 3 minutes later. Like, come on, right? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't look at it as a racist thing. I looked at it as a
Yeah.
super inconvenient thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I look back and I don't think this lady was racist of any sort. She was just trying to make it more authentic of the
Authentic, yeah.
yes, of the show, right? Like, so I'm like,
Yeah.
so when I see people in costumes blackfacing their situation, I don't think, unless they were trying to be O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly-ish.
He's white though. Michael Jackson back in the day, you mean?
Okay, so that's after your OJ yesterday and you left the face paint on. But it's like you know what I mean? Like, she wasn't trying to be rude about the situation, and this kid hears the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So this blog bullshitter, what's his name? The Deadspin.com. You're a moron. Cover sports if you could even do that. Leave the people in the crowd alone. Don't ever write about a kid, you sick fuck. You're a
Agreed.
disgusting human being.
Yeah.
But again, we talked about media.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning propaganda, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say it.
Yes.
They're showing only the black side of the face, trying to manipulate the story, you know what I mean? Make it worse than it is, get the people riled up. It's pathetic.
Propaganda is huge. We had a graphic designer that worked with us, a friend, Mike Timpano, great designer, worked us with us at the studio. And he used to call his designing business called Super Fresh Propaganda. Believe it or not, for me, he's ahead of time because I was like, call it Johnny Fuckface. I don't care, right? Like, just design some stuff.
Yeah.
But what he's trying to say is he's making fresh style, dope flyers to convince you to be a part of some sort of business or participate in a business, which has been in existence since the test of times with newspapers.
Yep.
James, we're born in the 1930s. War will be happening. Something's going on. We have one source of information, the newspaper. Why wouldn't you abuse the power of the newspaper to manipulate the humans that believe in you?
That's right.
You don't know that then. You don't know that then. But today, social media is expanded propaganda. Now we're showing videos. I think a lot of these videos, and call me, get mad at me. I don't give a shit. That's what I do here. Agree with me, disagree with me. They're fake. They're fake. I'm going to give you an example, James. If you and I were over here behind a barricade and the guy is shooting this dude about 10 feet with me with a machine gun and this guy's trying to throw a rock back at him, would your phone be completely still videotaping these guys? Or you and I would just get the fuck out?
Wouldn't you be flinching? At least?
I can't even.
At least?
I couldn't send a nice selfie of myself without a flinch, or a shake. So I'm sitting there going, what do you put up a tripod, set up a movie script scene, and then say so-and-so's attacking so-and-so? I'm not defending what's going on. I don't know. But I think people don't know neither.
No, and I agree with you. And Joe, you can even take it a step further with technology because now you don't even need to record somebody doing something. You can have AI. You can have AI create a 3D image or a 3D video or what looks really like real, and make you think that that's something that's going on. Whether it be an interview, whether it be a vocal recording of somebody else's voice, because they could do that now. So they could take it that far. They could really. It's Hollywood, man. Hollywood.
Wow. No, I didn't even think of that. You're right.
It's Hollywood.
Today, dude, do you remember? It was I don't know, the Russian-Ukraine war. We were on that. I don't know if you were on that episode, but anyways, there was something about they were showing like missiles being bombed somewhere, and then someone found out and discovered and decrypted that it was a video game. It was footage of a video game, but it looks so real because video games look real now.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's both ends of social media, right? The propaganda, and then sometimes they'll release videos or pictures like this. Like a picture that I saw, Joe, of an effort of propaganda was a woman or it was a video. It was a woman doing a cleanup and lifting up what looked like two massive pieces of concrete that you need a bucket and a backhoe for with her hands. And she was walking away with it. So it looked like it was a put together scene, right? Propaganda.
Bro.
Make it look worse. Make it look worse than it is. Get people talking, you know?
Well, because they have to advance propaganda. Because before, like I said, the newspaper was your only source of information. Now we
then
have
the radio.
technology. Yes.
Then the radio. Then the TV. Everybody's surrounded TV.
But you're still surrounded by your local doofus, right?
Yeah,
your local news station. So everything, the information still stays within, right? It's like, did you ever meet somebody that says, you know, we're at an age, you know, a lot of people that have kids, and you're like, yo, back when we were younger, we did XYZ, played basketball till 9, took the bus at the age of 12, like, you know, like stuff like that. And the parent today will be like, oh, not today, not in today's world, right? Like, right? They do say that because of the propaganda of the phone. Guys, there was mass murderers, psycho killers, serial killers in the 70s. There was more uncles being a molester back in the day than there is now. The world was just as fucked up then, if not worse, than today. It's just today the information's in front of you to scare the complete shit out of you because you can get information at all times. But is the information real? Do you believe everything you read, James?
No.
Do you second guess everything?
Everything.
You kind of
everything that I hear. Yeah, you do.
You kind of have to. It's because the moment you get fooled and say this is real, they got you.
That's right. And the reason why I agree with you, Joe, that you have to is because unfortunately everything has an agenda behind it, man. Whether it's profit driven, whether it's control driven, regardless, anything these days now that you hear has an agenda behind it. There's method to the madness. There's an agenda behind it.
Fuck it, isn't that true? That's a whole nother documentary / podcast we can do about the agendas of power.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let people know that for me, people are sick in the fucking head. The fact that there's any war that still exists, sick in the head. If you decide to go to the military because you want to kill someone, you're sick in the head. The thing is with leaders are easy to say, we're going to go to war with that leader, but we're just going to sit in our mansion over here and be okay. You know, send these pricks on the front lines and they're going to be like, actually, our beef isn't that bad. You know?
It's not
that bad.
Yeah. Let's pull back. Let's pull back a bit.
We could probably talk this out.
It's true, right? The soldiers leave. Half of them come back. Half of those guys come back injured and dead. But the leaders are the ones that put the pins on their chests. Yeah, they're
the heroes and brave and made the right decision. And I'm sitting there going, they're fucking cowards. Yeah. Absolute cowards.
And them and their affiliates usually tend to profit off of the wars that these soldiers are dying in while these soldiers are dying.
It's so true. What is your what's your thought on real quick ops question? I don't want to get too much into this, but about the BRICS situation with the money. Is the U.S. over after this goes through? Is this a plummet?
Well, man, there's because the USA is going to have their team, and then those guys have their team.
Yeah.
Now, from what I heard, though, and what I read was that there was a lot of countries, man, that were lining up to join the BRICS.
It's crazy.
And nobody gave a fuck about the G8, bro. Nobody wanted. Actually, countries were avoiding being part of their collaboration, those 8 countries there in the G8. Wow. But in the BRICS, supposedly, man, within the first week, there was like 47 countries lined up.
I know. I love how the lettering is like 5 countries, but there's a fucking list. There's an alphabet behind it. Like, Jesus Christ, bro.
So if it does go through, will it be? Well, I think there'll need to be some events that go down before it's the collapse. But Joe, I think it's on the path. I think it's in that direction.
Our personal question. You know, you probably have a good 30, 40 years left, we'll say, in your life, if not longer. Are you fucked? Are we fucked? What's your opinion?
I wonder if we're going to be the guys, Joe, that in that, you know, God willing that we make it that far, are we going to be the ones that are going to tell our grandkids or our brothers, sons, kids,
Yeah.
or younger family members, the younger generation, the fucked up shit that we saw to them be normal. Like, you know what I mean? I like, imagine, are we fucked? I'd rather keep a positive mindset and say no, we're not.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you ask me, I believe so. Have I been preparing for being fucked? Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. I see what you're saying. I just find it like, if you look at the pattern, all right? The pattern, it's fucking, I always admire evil geniuses. Always. Even if it's against me, I'm always like, oh, that was a good one, you fucker. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I like that. Good move, but too bad it was on me, fucker. So the government fucking, for me, like, everything is like we're raising fairies. So they're definitely, if the war happens sooner than later, the world war of whatever, it's still gonna probably be us that has to go up front, not the kids.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine the 18-year-olds, bro, with their man buns. Imagine they couldn't even get the helmet on because the man buns would be
the
in
guy's
way,
at the
bro.
gym flexing his 12-inch biceps, and I'm like, and he's measuring it. I'm like, dude, measure your cock. You better probably have a bigger chance. You know what I mean? Like, come on. We are screwed, man. We are absolutely screwed. I just found, I didn't even know. I found out right before I came on here with you. I was talking to Jess real quick. He was, I don't know, I got to look this up. Guys, don't quote me on this, but he said something about, and if I'm wrong, you know, message him at DJ Jesse James on Instagram. He said something about
Shout out to Jess.
in Winnipeg, something to do, like they sang the Canadian anthem in Punjabi music, or like.
Bro, I saw that.
So it is true.
I saw that.
Is it true for real?
Yeah. I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. Yes,
I'd be
it's
laughing. What the?
Bro, you gotta hear it. You gotta hear it. I actually have it on my WhatsApp.
Yeah, you send it to me after. But what the fuck is going on? Like,
I will. And
Canada should just separate our provinces into different countries, bro. We lost it.
Yeah.
We've lost it.
Yeah. You know Brampton was tuned in. You know
Big
Brampton.
time, bro. Them and their truck drivers. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I swear to God, man. He goes, there was over 7,000 comments. He goes, I went through them, and there wasn't one nice one, supposedly.
No. Well, it's the first thing when the person shared it with me. I was like, how many people? And wasn't it like Edmonton? Was it Edmonton? Yeah, like, honestly, though, how many white people?
No, Winnipeg, I heard.
Winnipeg, yeah. So how many white people do you think that were there under their breath, either laughing or saying, what the fuck's going on?
Okay, now let's take, I don't know, 20,000 Canadians. Let's go to another country and sing their national anthem the way we want to sing it. We'd be dead. Dead.
Beheaded in the middle of the ring.
You're like, you stupid. Get out of here. It's, I don't know anymore, man. There's no more Merry Christmases. Nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, you know who I saw not too long ago, like a week ago? Our boy Marouche.
No way.
If for
He's
people
still
that don't
lurking
know,
around. He's
dude,
still lurking, eh?
I'm talking about what? Mid-90s, early 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s for sure.
Oh yeah, but I know he was there a little bit before we.
Oh
went
yeah,
out.
Yes.
So this guy had the best shawarma joint in our city, and his name was Marouche. He was, you know, the soup Nazi in Seinfeld. Well, he was the shawarma Nazi.
Yep.
And he'd get
No
up and
shawarma
dance.
for you.
No shawarma for you. And one time he said that, I said, "Fuck off!" I was in a bad mood. This dude's a gangster. But I know they don't exist no more. Business went fucking flip-flop. But I saw him one time. So I saw him twice, okay? I'll tell you one quick story about Marouche. Marouche, yes. Diaz, like Elgin Street. Yeah, Elgin and Gladstone, man. So Marouche, right? So Marouche goes, I see him one afternoon, right? And he's like, brother. Because he lived on Wallach in the same project as me, right?
That's right.
How are you? Blah, blah, blah. This is, guys, picture this, 2 PM. Marouche is super happy to see me. There's a dude next to me in a suit. He don't give a fuck about Marouche. He don't give a fuck about me. And he goes, hey, what do you want? God like this? He goes, you remember my sweet sauce? And I was like, yeah, it's dope, man.
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah,
best sweet sauce in town, and he's kind of try to get the guy in the suit's attention, right? He's like, yo, I had the best sweet sauce. You used to put it all over your body and you lick it. And the guy's like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like,
shit he used to say 20 years ago.
and I'm like, this guy thinks it's 2 a.m., but it's 2 p.m. You know what I mean? And I looked at him and was like, yeah, it's good. Like, I didn't know what to say. And then lick it. Oh, Marush. I gotta get him on here.
Do you remember his? Oh, you do. You do.
Yes.
Oh, bro. Next time you see him, man,
We gotta set something up.
Joe,
I'll give him money. I want to know dude, I swear to God on YouTube, if I can find it, there's a ghetto video. And the question was, where is Marush? And this guy went on a hunt to shawarma joints to find him. And he found another guy that used to work in the Elgin one. And then he went and interviewed the Garlic King, you know, that fucking baloney that wears the fucking outfit.
Yeah.
And that dude was hating on Marush. Like, no. Oh.
Yeah. So the last time I saw him, he was serving in the West. I think it was the West End, if I'm not mistaken. Baseline in Maryville, near there.
Okay.
That's the last time I saw him. I was with Carlucci. We saw him there. Same thing. Same reaction.
Yeah.
Same reaction. It was cool. Talked to him. He kind of brought himself back to the Elgin days, 3 o'clock in the morning. Had a couple of his sayings.
Dude, he's been playing that character his whole life.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember my song?
Yeah.
He made me the song. Do you remember my song?
Marush. This dude, man. And then I saw him last week, and he pops his head out the back. He goes, hey, you're cheating on me. Oh, man. Pleasure.
Yeah, bro, get him on the podcast.
I got to get him.
You got to get that track, and you got to play that track for the listeners, man.
Oh, my God. This is iconic. Like, there's an era of, like, our lives that this small shawarma place in between every club was just $5, a big giant fucking shawarmas. And, you know what? That food probably, prevented a few murders and beatings. You know what I mean? Like, because people always wanted that. All right, got a funny thing I saw on the news, bro. On the news, I opened it up. This lady here, Boston Mayor Michelle Woo, and Michelle Wu, Michelle Wu is a racist. That's what they tell people. She's a racist. She had a party. She invited people. She didn't want white people there. That's that. I'm breaking it down. I'm not going to give you the media. I'm going to send emails into the color. No, he had said, whites, get out. Get you out of my party. You guys don't eat all the ethnic food anyways. Out. Fuck your French fries. And these are the people at the party here. Who the fuck wanted to be there anyways? The Kool-Aid woman. Got the Kool-Aid woman. I see 3 people about to rob my wallet. And we got the one on the left here. I don't know if it's Steve or Eve. I don't know. That's not a good bunch. You're lucky, whites. You're the whites. The whites are lucky to not be there. No, anyways. All jokes aside.
Nobody there, though, is going to complain about the food being too spicy.
and they all take leftovers. All doggy bags. I guarantee you, some didn't bring anything. I'm telling you this right now. Oh my God! Oh, it's Pat. Yeah, Pat. I like Miss Pat. That was who it was, Miss Pat, the comedian. You gotta watch the show. Anyways, should the whites be? I don't know, like hurt. Like, can't the whites have their own party? Like, James, like, should people be like it looks like she hosted this event, and I understand it gets political. She's a mayor, and you kind of have to, eat shit and be with people you don't want. But I kind of give her respect that she didn't want them there. Is that not okay?
She was doing it for the minorities. I think it's got good and bad. She's doing it for the minorities, making them feel more inclusive, which is great. Still kind of part of this fucked up society where everybody's got to feel happy and inclusive and stuff. But, so that's good. But on the bad side is that she sent the email out, I think, to the white co-workers as well, indicating that the white co-workers are not to come.
Let's be real. Let's be real. First and last names, you know which names to unclick. Mr.
She didn't
Smith.
unclick shit. She didn't
Brendo.
unclick shit.
No, you clicked all. You're a bozo. Anyways, but then she posts that pic on Instagram. Like, ta-da.
Yeah, this is the outcome.
Okay, I got two
Yeah,
things.
okay.
I got two things. All right. I don't care if I'm not invited to anything. 9 out of 10 times, I understand why I'm not invited. I get it. I'm not offended. And you know what? Sometimes people just need to understand that, you know what? I'm going to throw a party and maybe Woo isn't coming. You know what I mean? Like, she's not invited. Maybe she's a cunt.
Yeah.
Who knows? Like, it doesn't, who cares? Maybe she has 3 Karens on her fucking squad that just ruins everything everywhere they go. People just need to stop being so goddamn sensitive. You weren't invited. Maybe the thing is, we want to bubble gum everything. Everything. Everyone needs ribbons and trophies, and everyone's great, and everyone. We all know. There's a race or 8 that walk by you, and you're talking shit in your head. I know there is. I know.
No, but what if though? What if the letter was like? What if the email? I would love to read that email. What if the email was bad? What if it's like, we're gonna throw a party and we don't want those. We don't want those crackers.
The reason why you can't do that, I'm going to tell you the reason why. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to tell you why. Because there's the one in the middle with the black with the little cross. She's a rat. She's a rat. The guy next to her, he's a rat too. He wants to fuck one of the white girls. That's why she can't write the shit like crackers. That's why. That's why. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hold on. But the gangsters in the back, for sure, they got a different email.
Yo, roll through.
Yo, Jada Kiss and Trick Daddy, yeah, they.
Hey, you see how close I was? I was not looking at the screen.
My bad, dude. He's on a phone, guys. That's my bad. I'm on a computer. But Trick Daddy and Jada Kiss back there, you can write those cracker things. They don't get offended like that. But the ones on the left,
the rats. They're calling HR, eh? They're calling HR.
They're like, Woo fucks them up, pisses them off. Woo shorts them a drumstick or something on their plate. That email gets leaked, bro.
I would love to read that email. That's all. I still would love.
I bet you it's lame as fuck. That's my thing. But
how do you exclude white coworkers and it be lame as fuck? How can you put that into an email? How can you put that into words?
Well,
we're not going to invite the Caucasians.
Let's be very realistic. How many Caucasians have you been with your whole life that was really fun? If they weren't really there, maybe it wouldn't have changed the party.
That's going to get me into a story I'm about to say. My Christmas party that just went down with some Caucasians, but I was a little spice mix in there, and I fucked some shit. Up.
You sent some to the toilet? What would you do?
Oh, worse than that, bro. Worse than that. Can I get into the side story real quick?
Please do, brother.
Okay. So Monday was our Christmas party. Friday, was our Christmas party. Just went down. Things are going great. I don't drink, Joe, as you know, but I actually decided to have some drinks. So I'm one drink in, and after not drinking for years, that one drink gets you feeling a little tipsy. I get up to go for a walk. I wanted to go to the dispensary to get a pre-roll. I don't feel like rolling a joint in my truck.
Fair.
I get to a dispensary, man. First of all, I walk in, and I'm not going to get into too much detail about this. Long story short, it was a native dispensary. I was thrown off when I walked in because none of the packaging looked the same as the others. It was like fucking Ziploc baggies pegged on a wall, and buddy's asking me to smell shit, and I freaked. I lost it. So I was like, I want this. I had fire there. I shot Joe. If you come in the next couple of days, you'll see this. It's fucking fire. So buddy's like, if you spend $140, I'm going to give you this free chocolate bar, 250 milligrams. So I'm like, okay. Obviously, I leave with my bag full of shit now. I'm walking out. I'm happy as fuck. I light my pre-rolled.
What area is this Christmas party being taken place?
Bank Street. We went to Prohibition on Somerset.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I get there. I'm smoking my pre-roll. I get in. I have my little baggie with me. He says little,
but keep going.
Yes. Yeah,
shopping
essentially
cart.
wasn't very. Yeah, it wasn't very little. And I
Okay.
had to tell you the truth, I went back the next day and bought more. That's how fire the stuff was. And now I'm 2 drinks in. Dinner's been served. 3rd drink's on the table. I'm drinking. President of the company comes, and I'm not going to mention the company name nor the president's name, obviously, but comes to mingle with me and my wife, who are sitting there at this party. And I'm like, you know what, so and so, I know you don't smoke, but I've got a gift for you, man. And he's tanked. He loves to drink. This guy loves to drink. And he's been drinking hard liquor all night. I go, here you go, Merry Christmas. And I give him the 250 milligram chocolate bar. Now, this is a 250 milligram chocolate bar off, this is a res dispensary. So it's not 250 milligrams. It's way more. Or the 250 milligrams could be in one piece and the rest of it's milk chocolate.
Just an estimate.
It honestly is. They probably just put it to make because it looks good on the
So does he
packaging.
know that this is an edible?
Yeah, because
Okay.
they know me as the weed connoisseur at this
Okay,
company.
okay.
Like, they know me as that. So he's like, thank you. But what does he do? Rips it open, breaks 2 pieces off, and eats them.
Yeah.
And what do? I said, well, you should eat a 3rd piece. He eats the 3rd piece. And within 45 minutes, I think it's about, at first I see him looking at me across the room and I'm like, that look doesn't look too good. That doesn't look too good. It's that look like, why the fuck is this guy trying to kill me kind of look? You know what I mean? And then his wife comes up to me and is like, what have you done to my husband? And I'm like, uh-oh. And within 5 minutes of that, I'm trying to kind of apologize, stating, look, guys, it was a dispensary off the street. I didn't bring it from my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it was
And
free.
within 45 minutes, like I said, within 5 minutes of that, he's on the wall like this. And I see another executive, like VP, go up to him and like conversation. They both get up, get their jackets, and they leave. I guess he took them home. To top it all off, one of the high-end partners, so one of the big dogs, is still there. He's drunk, looks around. He goes, what happens to so-and-so? The story gets out. He gives me the high five. Yeah, what a bitch.
No way. No
Bro,
way.
you're talking some high-profile guys in the construction game in this country, you know?
Oh, my God.
And I thought it was fucking hilarious. And, that was that's what happened.
Have you seen anybody since?
Nope. I tried to send them. I'm on holiday now, so I'm not going back until
permanent. You fuckface.
yeah, I'm going to. My phone's going to be changed. I'm going to go turn my phone on after the vacation's done. There's no more connection.
Jesus Christ, bro! And you didn't try any of this stuff?
Well, I ate 3 pieces, bro, but I had already been smoking from before. But for me, it's completely different. Like I got pretty high, but I'm, whatever, I went back the next day and, bought more, and they ended up, I spent enough this time that they gave me 1,000 milligram chocolate bar for free.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, bro. They're just like, here, die. So I took like a row off of that yesterday, and I forget when it was.
And you just bumped into this dispensary? You never heard about it?
I've called 6 people so far, and I'm promoting this place like it's my fucking job, man. I'm so about it. Cash only, and get this, bro. Get this. They're open 24 hours.
Get out.
Can I drop the name on here?
You can do what you want, bro.
Yeah, man. Legacy. My Legacy, I think it's called. A High Legacy, My Legacy, on the corner of Bank, close to, not too far from Bank and
this guy's probably the worst promoter in history. Have you guys not heard this? I think it's called this, and it's somewhere on Bank.
I know the address. 366 Bank Street. Boom.
That's what there we go.
Legacy. Legacy's in the name.
Okay.
Legacy's
in the name.
Yeah.
366 Bank Street. You need some chocolate bars. How much money you need to spend to get a free one? $150?
So 150 to get the 1,000 milligram, 140 or 130 to get the 250.
Jesus Christ, that's a good promo there. Good for them.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it was
You've
really.
been to many
impressed.
dispensaries. What's the difference between this one and everything else?
Okay, so everything else, all the other places, they all get their weed from the OCS, the Ontario Cannabis Supply. So no matter which dispensary you walk into, that's why it's a bullshit business. And I'm sorry if I have any friends listening to this that own a dispensary, but it's a bullshit business because they all have to buy their products from there. They all have to sell them for the same price, or if they have to sell them for cheaper, they're most likely paying the same price. So they just got to eat shit if they want to sell it for less than the next guy. This, and you can't see any of the product. All the product packaging is see-through, not see-through, sorry, completely opaque. You go to this dispensary Legacy, you walk in, it's cash only, it's open 24 hours, and literally it's Ziploc bags with vacuum sealed weed inside of them, pinned against a fucking wall.
That's
with
gangster.
with a label maker for the names.
That's gangster.
They're pure street strains. Like they're pure street strains. They are not the strains that you see in dispensaries.
So now
And
it
that's how
felt
I
like
know.
you went back a little bit, like back to.
Oh,
where
I
it used to be.
loved it. I loved it. I loved it. That's why I'm promoting it. I called all my friends, told them where to go to get it. Said, do not waste your time going. If you are a dispensary shopper, do not waste your time going anywhere else. And if you're not a dispensary shopper, go there and buy the quads. You will not be disappointed. I
James,
was
it's
so
funny because
surprised.
I got my buddy Sam. He's a big weed guy. He promotes the shit. He's on Instagram. He throws weed parties. And he's a good friend of mine. And we've talked about getting him on the show, but I'd like to have you on the show at the same time as this guy.
Oh, I would love to. It'd be an
You
honor.
know, good dude. We've talked about it. I saw him at Tailgaters last time. He's like, yo, when am I coming on? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, we'll set something up. So I'd love to have both of you on at the same time and talk about this.
Yeah,
And have
yeah,
good
yeah.
30 minutes about this, the weed business, the weed growing situation, the difference. What would you guys like to change about it? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'd
I'd love to be part of that. Count me in.
I'd love to do that, but James, man, don't be giving out chocolate bars, you sick fuck. Thank God it's not Halloween, Brother, thanks for having you on, man. I hope you come on more often, brother.
Yes, loved it. It was my pleasure, man. It was my pleasure, for real.
The new format, guys. If I'm not on, obviously I'm not going to be on at Christmas. So for everyone else, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Yeah,
If
for
I'm
sure.
right, I should be on January 1st or 2nd. We'll be back on live. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. And, we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all those other podcasts, major streaming platforms. We're on all of them. Please, subscribe, be a part of the show, guys. We are going to be going more live these days and pre-recorded because we love comments. Like Diaz has always been one since back in the day, always commenting on our shit. So we definitely do appreciate that and questions and opinions, guys. So thanks for the people that are listening. James, bro, we'll catch you soon, brother.
Much love, man.
Much love, my brother. Have yourself a good night, man. Peace.
Later.